Walking that bit on my toilet. Walking that bit with the O's. They bit it, they back, and they look, they chose.
Hello everybody, and welcome to another MX Bikes video. And today, guys, we're on a brand new compound here created by Fuela Tracks. Absolutely amazing compound. You got 3 different tracks. You got a motocross track and then 2 supercross tracks. This was created after one of the greatest tracks in Brazil, and it's a privateer training facility for Lorenzo Ricken, who is apparently a kid from Brazil who's very, very fast on a super mini. So this is the place he be ripping up. And I'm going to be honest, this track makes me want to move down to Brazil, boys. Makes me want to go down to the old South America because the thing's absolutely beautiful. Fuela's done a great job. I think one of the best things about this track and the environment is how bright it is. And you guys will see that. Now, I do run reshade, so it enhances the brightness a little bit more. But it's something I've talked about a few times when I review tracks, is that the way the track looks is very important. It might ride amazing, but I think the replayability comes in the visuals. And, you know, do you want to see the track again? You know, once you ride something once, you've already experienced it. But I think what brings you back is the visuals, and he did a great job on this. Absolutely love it. Just the brightness, the skybox, the colors, the color palette itself is just very interesting. I love it. It's very different. And Kiwa's just doing a great job. Been making tracks for a long time. I've been enjoying them for a long time. So yeah, ripping it up in this video. So hit that sub and hit that like button, guys. 16 of the video. We do talk about IRL a little bit as well. So all right, boys, we're in. We're here at Rio Fortuna by Fuela Tracks. We're gonna get active here, okay? 3 tracks. Already kind of talked about it a little bit on the intro. We are going to start though with the motocross track and just see if we can get a little bit of a flow. And I've already ran some laps on all 3 of the tracks just to kind of get my bearings. Not a ton of laps, just a few, just to learn the layout and learn the scaling and stuff like that. We're here on the Suzuki 450. Gonna see if we can rip around, have some fun, and I'll be talking about the track a little bit in this video. I might talk a little bit towards the end about real life Supercross, since we got round, well, the last round number 17, coming in real life tomorrow. And the day you're watching this, the MX Bike shows will be going on. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that or not. I do have some stuff I need to do tomorrow, but we will see. Anyways, about this track, absolutely love it. Very bright. That was kind of my first thoughts when I saw it. The textures are bright, and I've noticed he's kind of using the same texture. He used this same like base graphical texture on Marinos MX, which was a video I did that did actually really, really good. That track was super cool. Had those really big mountains in the background, and just a really good looking track. But it looks like he's almost like recolored that same sort of texture format with the rocks and stuff. It's super high detail. Just changed the color of it, and it looks really, really good. And even with the sand, I think he's done the exact same thing. Now, this does look really bright, and that's just because I'm running reshade. So I think, honestly, you don't even need reshade for this track. He's made it that bright, which is pretty rare in MX bikes. You don't see that too much. So if things are a little bit too bright, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to turn my reshade off. I'm just going to leave it on. It's not insane. Like, it's not like I can't ride it, but it is a little bit bright when you get to the sand section here. But a beautiful skybox. You can see the panorama with the mountains in the back. And his water as well looks really, really good. I actually want to show you guys this real quick. It just looks, I don't even know what he did. It almost looks like a mirror, but it still kind of has that blue tint to it that makes it look like water, which I think is really, really cool. I wonder if you could do animated water in this game. I wonder if that's something that anyone could sort of experiment with. I don't know. I don't know too much about that stuff, but I do think that's some of the best water I've seen in this game. Just really clean. It might not be the most realistic, but it does just look really clean in the game. And this track, to me, I think is more of like a pub lobby favorite type of track. It's not super hard. It's really smooth. It's got nice smooth ruts. Not a ton of like roughness, braking bumps, stuff like that. It does have a little bit, like this downhill here. I've actually caught myself going over the bars a few times down this hill. But I love the way he does his ruts. I'm pretty sure he uses leveler to build his tracks. That's just kind of what it looks like. It almost kind of reminds me of a Hurin track. I'm not sure if him and Hurin are kind of work together at any point in time, or maybe help each other build stuff. I have no idea. That's just kind of what it reminds me of, with just kind of how smooth everything is. And I actually have a leveler. I bought it last year. I think I actually deleted it. I don't know how I can just get it again. Maybe I have to go look at my email, but I think I need to learn how to use that. I've been kind of messing around with L3DT and building height maps, and just, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, my scale's all messed up, but I'm just having fun building height maps and stuff. I think that's what's the fun part about building tracks, to be honest with you, is the height map. You know what I'm saying? Building the jumps, building the ruts. I've been experimenting with that. I've been having a few kind of troubles, though, I'm not going to lie. And so I think leveler is going to be tough to learn. But I think there are a few tutorials on YouTube on it, so I'll probably just figure that out, or I'll join the Earthworks Discord and ask some people how to do that as well. So I think I'm probably going to use the leveler. We're going to see. I need to first re-download it, though. I don't even know why I deleted it. Honestly, I have no idea, but it was a pretty hefty subscription, too, or application I had to buy. It's a decent amount of money, so I don't know why the hell I deleted that. I think last summer I kind of got fed up because I was trying to make a track, and I was just such an idiot, and I couldn't figure it out. I got pissed and just deleted it. But, anyways, we need to run a heater here. My fast lap so far is a 144. We are on the old Suzuki 450. I will not be riding this bike in outdoors. I know a lot of people like to see me on the Suzuki. I'll probably still ride in videos just because it is a fun bike to ride. But guys, the KTM 450, if you guys saw my video yesterday, it is so good, bro. I did like 5 online races earlier today. I won every single one by a mile with like 0 warm-up. And supercross, motocross, like I'm just barking on that bike. I don't know why it's so easy to ride. It honestly makes no sense to me, but the bike is just so much better. And I mean, I always kind of knew that, but I didn't really know it. Like, I knew you could get like maybe half a second a lap, and then Suzuki was, you know, a bit slower, but the handling was good and the suspension. But no, the KTM's just way better. I had to just stop lying to myself. And I don't want to ride the bike that everyone else rides, but there comes a point where it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it, dude. As far as competitive racing goes, now just in general, I'm not going to just ride it all the time, but as far as the outdoors nationals go, if we're not going to see a bike update, which it sounds like we're not, then yeah, I'm just going to ride the KTM 450. I'm hopping on the bandwagon. It's unfortunate, but I want to do decent. I want to qualify. That's the main thing, and that KTM's going to help me easily qualify for those races because you do get that extra speed. So anyway, this is the finish line right here. Let's start our hot lap. Just run an absolute burner here. See if we can open up some big lines. I saw Reaper Dog rail this and jump all the way into this corner. Oh, I got that first try. Let's go, baby. That's a cool line. You know what I'm saying? That's obviously not a realistic line by any means, but hey, we don't always need the game to be realistic. We can have some fun every now and then. Gotta slow it down around this. Not get my front end tucked. Oh, that's a SpongeBob. Rub this. I'm actually going to air this out a little bit. Don't die. Oh, my goodness. Crossroad a little bit. Just grab this. I do notice, though, with his tracks, the inside lines are very OP. So that is a criticism that I do have. I do like that he's putting ruts on the jump faces, though. That's something a lot more track creators should try to experiment with, I think. And it doesn't have to be drastic. It's just kind of like his. It doesn't really affect the jump face too much. It's not like some crazy thing. It might look crazy on video, but if you play the game, you can feel it. It really isn't that big of a deal. But it just to me, it looks way better. It adds character to jump faces and makes the track look a little bit more busy, which can make it look a lot better, especially when you're going for the more simple style. But it doesn't make the jump like insanely hard to ride or make it so you can't scrub it or anything like that. I think this outside is actually better, though. These two corners, actually, never mind. Maybe he's got some good outsides. I'm talking out my ass. All right, let's see what time we're in here. There's a little 42.5. I keep casing this. Triple's massive. Okay, that inside's decent. I'm gonna try to hit this big line again. Oh, I messed it up. I'm jumping and then going this inside. Oh, tough part is traction. All right, we can still salvage this lap. I'm gonna need to get on the absolute limiter, though. I'm actually gonna rail this outside. See how it feels. Pretty good. What about this outside? Oh, this outside might have been underrated by me. Oh, that's kind of fire. Scrub this. Crossroad again, because I'm very good at MX bikes. Oh, this is horrendous. Might be able to save it if we really get on the gas. We could go sub 140, maybe. Need to put a perfect lap together. We have to get that line. to that corner. I think, oh, I tagged that SpongeBob there. I think this inside is probably the best line. Outside looks kind of built up. This outside actually looks really built up. Oh, wow. Bro, I'm telling y'all, dude, I do not understand. Like, I feel like I never used to crash from front tucks. And I was talking about this yesterday. And my video before yesterday. I've just been front tucking so much recently on the Suzuki and the Yamaha. I literally have no idea why. I guess I'm just leaning the bike over too far, which is kind of odd. I don't know. Didn't used to do that before. I'm not sure. Maybe when I turn on manual sit, I just kind of lost my muscle memory for auto sit. That's probably what it is, to be honest. Of course, I case this. All right, who cares? Just gotta gain the time somewhere else. All right, I need to hit this line. That is horrendous. I don't think we get cuts for that. Let's just pretend like we don't. We need to absolutely pin it around this corner, take a wide angle, cut down. I don't think that's cuts. It probably is cuts. What am I doing? Oh my god. Look at this water, bro. You could probably get some really cool screenshots with this, like mirroring the view in the distance. I think that's really, really cool. But we are going to do one more lap here, and then we're going to move on to the 2 Supercross tracks. One of them is actually going to be the track that's going to be raced the day you're watching this in-game, Salt Lake, so that'll be kind of cool to check that layout out before the actual race. I'm not sure whether I should send this or not. That was horrendous. Alright, go, 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 go. Okay, that was kind of salvaged a little bit. It wasn't great. I have to remember. Reel this. I'm gonna go inside here. Yep, and then I'm gonna go outside here. Okay, I have to... There it is. I crossroad it every single time. Oh my goodness. I'm so good at the game, honestly. I deserve 70,000 subs, definitely. Oh yeah, that's awesome. 360? Nope, I'm not even good enough for that. All right, I said last try, but we're gonna go again. All right, this time I'm actually gonna clear the finish line. Wow, so much skill from me. Honestly, the Jan is just so good at the game. It's actually quite remarkable what we're seeing here. That was again horrendous. It's gonna be a little bit better though. Ride the wall, baby. All right, get on the gas. Ride this. Cut down. That was a great cut down. I was gonna slow down, not die. Up into that second run. God, there's just no flow going on. Rub-a-dub-dub. Oh, no cross rut. Finally, now we can clear this table. I'm railing this outside. Never even taken it. I have no idea what's gonna happen. It went very well. Brake for this inside. This track is easy, but it does have a lot of technicality to it when you're trying to go fast. I do appreciate that, and the sand sections are fairly rough as well. They're not super easy. Gonna have to jump your way to this inside, rail this. I'm gonna go middle right here, actually. Oh, man. Dang it, dude. I lost all my drive. Fine, rail that. Okay, it felt nice. Rail around to this. Grub. Grub. Rail this bull corner. No! I don't know why I got so aggressive there, to be honest. I just had trust in the corner. But what I forgot to have trust in was my bike, and I realized that I probably shouldn't trust it, as I've tucked the front about 1,000,000 times recently, but we're gonna finish the lap just because we have pride. And now we're gonna go to the Supercross track number 1, boy. All right, boys, so Supercross number 1 is a Seattle replica. So this is round 11 of the series this year. It is very upscaled. Well, I shouldn't say very, it is a little bit upscaled, I feel like, from the aerial version. So again, makes it a little bit more racy, a little bit easier for newer players. Lines are opened up a little bit more as well. I don't know if I can actually hit this quad. I think we can, that was the aerial line. Definitely a bit more simplified. Like, this isn't a sand section to a wall. It's just kind of that extended table wall jump. And then I've been hitting this triple in when I did the test lap, so that line's still viable. I'm not sure if this quad is viable. It does feel like it is, because that jump is fairly peaky. And then this section's basically the same from aerial as well, where it's just triple, triple, triple. I've tried to do this quad out. I couldn't get it. I'm on the Suzuki, though. KTM probably could have gotten it. And then whoops, I think he said he went pretty tame with the whoops. Nothing too crazy. So, yeah, just a pretty smooth, flowy track. Nothing super hard. I do think this layout is one of the best layouts, though, from the season. It wasn't super generic. It was a little bit different. You come across the start straight. You had this jump into this. I wish he added an inside rut there. That was honestly one of the most fun parts of the track, was that, like, double into that inside rut. But yeah, I got the Supercross triple. Just pretty simplified, to be honest. Nothing crazy. So, if you're a newer player, it's pretty perfect, in my opinion. Doing it this quad. Yeah, I mean, that's just a Suzuki thing. KTM, I absolutely greased that. Ooh, you might put the quad in, actually, as well. I'm noticing these jumps are pretty peaky, which I do enjoy. Almost kind of like a Fluke Creations style. So I wonder how he designed his Supercross tracks, if it's still leveler. I'm guessing it is. I'm not sure if you can, like, exchange height maps into different applications, like build the motocross track in leveler and then just take the height map into, like, Photoshop and then do the Supercross tracks there. I'm honest, I have no idea. I feel like that'd be easier to do Supercross with, like, a template or something. Anyways, I need to get a good lap going here. I like scrubbing this because I'm weird and unrealistic like that. Triple and stuff. Oh god. I gotta get the quad. Scrub this. Scrub the old single into the 180. I think it's about that time to talk about IRL. I probably won't talk too much about it. We only have one more round left. We do have some big news though, if you guys are unaware. Mr. Eli Tomac. You probably already know this news. We're gonna get into the other news in a second here. He has confirmed that he is racing the Motocross Series, obviously, and SMX. That's kind of old news, but just letting you guys know, there's also a lot of talks that he's going to be switching teams and racing next year. So, you can kind of think about where he would go. I honestly have no idea. I mean, I have ideas, but, like, I don't know. To me, that's kind of odd that that's the rumor, but I don't know. There's going to be, you know, you have Triumph, you have new teams that are going to be forking out money. So, I mean, if he just wants to make some more fucking cheddar, then he's going to have some contracts laid up, trust me. The big news, though, is that he apparently injured his thumb at Denver. And to the point to where he is going to have to, I think, get surgery, I think I read. Maybe, I might be just... I'm pretty sure that's what I read. He's getting surgery or something. It has to heal, whatever the hell. I mean, it's thumb surgery, bro. Who gives a shit? But apparently he's going to miss Paula and maybe even a couple more rounds. So it could be one round, it could be 2 rounds of the Motocross Series. I don't know. That sucks ass because that means he's out of the Supercross title or the Motocross title instantly. Did I think he was going to win it? Hell no. Could he have shaken some things up? Yeah, I think so. I mean, you never know. If Tomac had the right setup and he was out there flowing, you know, I mean, he hasn't ridden motocross since 2022, so you do have to keep that in mind. It's been a bit of a minute. Now, he was the champion in 2022, and he had a really close battle with Chase Sexton, who also had a lot of close battles with Jet Lawrence last year, so I don't know. You just never know. But that just sucks. I don't know, man. It's just unlucky. You know, I really thought we were going to get through Supercross and everyone's going to be fine, but just to have a weird injury like that with the thumb, that just sucks. It's just such a dumb injury, and you miss a race. It's just, it's unfortunate. But anyways, Cooper Webb also has that weird injury. I think he should be fine for motocross. Do I think he's going to be a threat? Absolutely not. Which is weird, bro, because didn't Webb have a really successful 250 career in motocross? Didn't he win like a couple outdoor championships? I know he won at least one. I could be wrong, though. I have no idea. But anyways, As far as Supercross, obviously Jet's going to wrap up the title unless he eats shit, which isn't going to happen. If it does happen, that would be very unfortunate, and I'm not really even a Jet fan. That would just be sad to see. But I'm going to make some 450 predictions for just the overall finishes. I think Hunter Lawrence is going to win, dude. Yup. And honestly, dude, if Jet's close, I think Jet gives it to him. But I honestly think Hunter's going to get the whole shot. And I think he's going to win. I think he has a perfect opportunity to do it. Jet's not going to be pushing out of his ass because he doesn't need to anymore. All he needs to do is get, like, I don't even know, like 17th or better or something like that I saw on a graphic. And that's if Webb wins. But honestly, I think Hunter Lawrence at this stage of the season is better than Cooper Webb. I think he wins. Bold prediction, to be honest. I think a lot of people probably have that, though, because he did get second last weekend. But I think he wins. I think Jet gets second. And I think Chase gets third. That's my prediction. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Or Sexton wins. It's gonna be one of those three winning, and they're all three gonna be on the podium, I think. I don't think anyone else squeezes on there. Now, Justin Barcia could do some crazy shit. I'm gonna be honest. He had a really good ride last weekend with for that fourth, and I think he's feeling himself. And I also think that he's a bit scared for kind of his future, because, dude, he was absolutely atrocious at the start of the season. You don't know. Jason Anderson's also been riding good. There's some guys that get really confident at the end of the season because they have nothing to lose and they have everything to gain, aka contracts and just more winning money, bonuses. So, or Malcolm Stewart as well could just snag a podium. I don't know. Those guys were riding really good last weekend. But 250, you got the East-West Showdown. Both are still in a title fight. Obviously, the Kitchen-Hampshire title fight is the one everyone's going to be watching. I have Levi Kitchen winning that, but I really think it's a 50-50 toss-up. If there was betting odds, I really don't think there would be a clear favorite. I think it's very close. The thing is I know Kitchen's faster, and I think everyone knows it. But the thing is, RJ has this next gear, right? But it's a coin toss, whether he survives the 15-minute main event or he eats absolute shit. It's one of the two. And unless he has a big gap to Kitchen, something's going to happen. Like, he's either going to catch Kitchen by sending it or he's going to eat shit. It's one of the two. I can't wait to watch it. It's going to be awesome. I hope it's a good battle. Honestly, I pray that Kitchen gets out to, a decent start, whether that's, first or second, and then RJ's kind of back in the 5th, 6th range, and he has to work his way up. I think that would be the best way to see it, because RJ's going to work his way up through the pack. He's going to send it. He's going to have the speed to do it, and it's going to put pressure on Kitchen. It's going to be a really good race. And even if RJ's out front early and Kitchen has to chase, I think either way it's going to be really cool to watch. And then the other fight is Deegan Vial, and Vial's kind of in the same situation as Jet. Big points gap. Just don't be an idiot. I think he has to finish 10th if Deegan wins, or it might be even lower than that, to be honest. It might be like 13th or actually no, I think he was 10th. I'm gonna stick to that. I'm gonna stick to 10th. If my memory's good, it's 10th. Which, I mean, there's a little bit of nervousness. If he gets a bad start and Deegan gets the whole shot, you get a little nervous. But you have to remember, Vial's a 2-time, MX2 champion. He knows what he's doing. He's not going to get nervous. He'll be fine. But you never know. It's Supercross. It's still just a second year. I tell you what, though, about Vial. Okay, I'm not a big Vial fan, mostly because I just don't know anything about him. He seems like a really chill dude, but he doesn't speak the greatest English. Doesn't really have too much of a personality that we've at least seen yet. He's just been very low-key, which I didn't expect. When I heard a 2-time MXGP world champions coming over, I was like, this dude's gonna be crazy. But he's just been really quiet, really low-key, kind of like a Marvin Muscan. And I mean, that's fine. But dude, I've been very surprised with him, because he did not have a great year last year, and he shined a little bit in motocross, but he had a pretty horrid Supercross season. Almost killed himself like 3 times. And even motocross, he had a couple pretty bad crashes, but stayed healthy through the season. I'm pretty sure he made almost every single race. He did MX of Nations, and I think they won, right? Pretty sure they won. Home country. In France, or whatever the hell. I hope that's right. I think he's French, right? I have no idea. Anyways, did that. But it's just been very surprising to see him do this good in Supercross. He wasn't even on my list of guys that could win it, to be honest. I mean, I had Faulkner, McAdoo, and Deegan as the top 3 in this coast. And he's just been right there, just Mr. Consistent, just done exactly what he's needed to do, and he did a really good job at the last round that they raced, of just kind of sitting behind Deegan that first, I don't know, half a lap of the first lap, because they both got a bad start, and he could have went panic mode. He could have tried to take Deegan out or do something stupid, but he didn't. He just played it smart, got around him early, and just pushed it consistently. You know, made defensive plays, didn't let Deegan do anything, kept a gap, did exactly what a champion does, and it'd have been cool to see, you know, Deegan win this championship, but to be honest, dude, Vial had such a good season, especially after that first round. He DNF'd that race. And it's real easy at that point to be like, you know what, I'm going to win the motocross title and just kind of coast around Supercross, not risk anything. But no, he kept sending it. He kept doing good. He got a couple wins, strung some wins together and did good. So I think Vial could have a sneaky career, to be honest with you. If he wins this motocross title, which could easily happen, I think they might put him on a 450 next year. I think he'd do Supercross next year, try to defend the 250 title, and then 450 outdoors on that KTM. I think that could happen. So it's pretty damn good to come over here from Europe and, you know, kind of have 1 year of just kind of learning and then come out and win a Supercross title your second year. Now, I don't think there's been many guys that have done that. That doesn't happen too often. I don't even think Jet did that. Now, Jet came over when he was way younger, but I don't think Jet won a Supercross title till his 3rd SX season, if I'm not wrong. Might be wrong with that. I don't think I am, though. Anyways, either way, I've been very surprised by Vial. So I think it's cool. But I think top 3 for 250. It's obviously really tough because it's East-West, but I got Kitchen winning the race. I think he wins that title. I got him winning the race. I got RJ finishing outside the top 3, and you know why? Because I think he's going to eat absolute shit. I don't want to speak it into existence. I don't want to do it, dude. But I feel like there's something in it, it feels like it's going to happen, dude. I don't want it to happen. It's just what my gut tells me. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope I'm wrong. I'm feeling it. I don't know why. So I don't even think RJ podiums. I think 2nd place will be Deegan, and then I think 3rd place will be Vial. I think Vial just sits on Deegan's hip and just doesn't force anything, just plays it smart. What he should do. Now, if Deegan's holding him up, he'll pass him, but I think Deegan's going to have a good race. He's healthy now. He's had basically a full SX season now. I think he's gonna try to do good, but I think Kitchen's gonna be on absolute rails because, listen, dude, Kitchen, he's from Washington, all right, my home state. Listen, I got to ride with my boy, so I hope he wins that. That's my predictions for both podiums. Those are my championship predictions: Vial, Kitchen, and obviously Jet. So, yeah, I don't know. Those are my predictions. This track is awesome. Great job, Fuela, as always. You've been absolutely killing it since day one. Because I used to ride your older tracks as well. They were also amazing. So you've been doing this for years and years and years. I hope you keep making tracks. Hope you keep killing it. I hope you guys, maybe some of you are still here and you enjoyed the real life SX talk. I know it was actually kind of long. I didn't think I was going to talk about it that long, but I have no idea how long I've been recording for. It's 2 a.m., so I'm struggling to speak, and so that means I should probably end the video. But hit that sub, that like button, I'll see you guys in the video.